This is ridiculous, okay? I'm way too old to be walking around with anything with holes in them. And if my mother knew, she'd probably cuss me out. Because she'd be like, what kind of ragamuffin foolishness you have going on? You're leaving your house. Suppose you drop dead on the street and somebody have come pick you up. Basically, somebody got to come get you and get you to the hospital, and they strip you down and they see that you got holes in your underwear. She does not want to be represented in that way, okay? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Wisdom Wealth. My name is Tara. And in today's video, I really want to take some time to talk about things that I am buying in 2025. Things that I think that will make my life better. I have worked last year. My word was balance. And I worked very hard to get some semblance of balance because before last year, I was very into budgeting to the point where I would deprive myself of things just to hit budgeting goals. And I've been budgeting for now, I think over 5 years. And you guys, it just does not work for me that way. I need to become more balanced in life, and I've done well last year, but I want to continue that trend. Last year, I went the route of having a low spend year. And after 90 days, I realized that I already live a low spend life. There was no challenge in this because I was already doing a lot of the things that I had challenged myself to do. It was like too easy. It was too easy because I was already living a very low spend life. So this year, I actually think the more challenging thing to do, rather than saying what I'm not going to buy, is what I am going to buy. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. You know you're the part of the what? Grateful gang, grateful gang, grateful gang, grateful gang. If you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you over here. It's free $99 and it costs you nothing to hit that red subscribe button, y'all. Nothing. Okay. So of course I wrote some things down in the iPad. I have 15 things that I am going to be buying in 2025, or we're going to try very hard. And we're going to try very hard to become comfortable with buying them. So they become normalcy with buying them. So it's not a struggle to buy them because I have the tendency to go to extremes. I would go from, oh, I'm not buying anything in the world, so I can buy everything in the world. I'd left buying everything in the world back 5-6 years ago, but now I've gone to the other complete left and don't know how to spend on myself. Not loving it. And I was going to do a video called When Budgeting Makes Me Feel Bad, but I think this is the more gentle way of doing it. So instead of talking about all the negative stuff, I'm going to talk about all the positive things I'll be focusing on. So let's get into it. I'm back. Had to take off the glasses. Ring light problems. Y'all don't care. I am going to list these off, but they're not in any specific order. Nothing is more important than the other. This is just what I am spending on. So number 1, giving. Y'all already know I love to be a cheerful giver, and giving is big to me, y'all. So things like donating to people or just charities. If I don't have the money because I'm saving for something at the time, I want to volunteer more. And I want to spend time in giving time to others, whether it's your family or your friends or just showing up for them, helping them around the house, watching their kids for a night or two, and literally sometimes just spending money, taking, just treating someone else to something. So giving is my number 1 on this list. Remember, no order. Number 2 is self-care. So as much as I want to give, I also want to receive back to myself. I need to take care of self, you all. It is major for me this year. Self-care for me includes things like skincare, hair care, my appearance. Making sure that I look good, I feel good, my hair is done, my skin isn't all dry and crustedy, just feeling good about myself. It doesn't have to cost a ton of money, but if it is something that I want to spend money on, like a facial or a massage, I want to save and do those things. I want to be able to have a conversation with someone when they say, girl, I had a facial, it was so good, and I can relate because I've had one. At this point, I can't relate. I haven't had one. I have had a massage though. Okay, so number 3, self-improvement. I will be spending money on self-improvement. The first thing on my list is actually happening this year, which is Skillshare. I will be spending my money on signing up for Skillshare and learning new things. I'll be spending my money on learning new things, whether I want to go to a candle making class or take a pottery class or sip and paint or just a painting class. I want to have a new hobby, and maybe, I don't think it's knitting for me, but if it was, like, just spending the money on the yarn. So what I'm saying is that keep in mind, all these things that I am mentioning does not necessarily have to cost a lot of money, but I want to get comfortable again with realizing that it's okay to spend on things that make your life more meaningful, in my opinion, okay? And then we have number 4, which is my health. I need to be okay with spending money on my health. And spending my money on health means paying for the Zumba classes for the month. And I want to be able to go and try other classes, whether it's kickboxing or dance class or just a general cycle class or something, not feeling like, oh, I can't pay that $10 for that class. That's not in my budget. Like, Tara, if you want something, make it happen. Because when you want anything else, you make it happen. Workout clothes. I want to spend money on workout clothes and sneakers. And if I want a new health fitness watch that's not something from Amazon that's worth my investment, then I want to be able to feeling okay about doing that. And of course, buying good quality food. Eating well, going out and working out and all that is wonderful for me because it's great for my cardiovascular, but 80% of losing weight and being healthy is about the eating. And so I want to make sure that I'm slowly incorporating healthier quality foods, fruits, vegetables. Of course, I have to stay within the limits of my budget, but I can do my best to try my best to get the best quality food that I can. My doctor's appointments, female doctor appointments, OBGYN, all that, dental appointments, and also my mental health. Whether that requires me staying in my word daily or having meditation or actually even signing up to see a therapist. These are the things I don't want to mind spending my hard-earned money on. Number 5, experiences over everything. So I don't want to focus on the stuff. If you've noticed so far, the things that I've said are things that I do with others, or they're creating memories or experiences for myself. And even the littlest thing I want to create an experience for. Sometimes when I don't feel like washing the dishes now, I will light a candle, turn on a music, or I will light a candle and turn on a YouTube video that I've been wanting to watch all day. And then I will sit and play it and do the dishes. Like, I hear people say, sometimes you just have to romanticize the situation. And that's what I think I'm going to have to start doing. I will spend the money on the little candle or the little thing that makes me more happy. I want to spend the money on the experience, whether the experience is a pottery class or a concert, which is not really my jam, but let's say it was, or maybe say I want to go to a conference or something. I need to decide if that is something that I really want to do and be okay with spending the money on it. Number 6, traveling. So I'd really like to take at least 2 trips this year. They don't have to cost tons of money. They don't have to be out of the state. But I enjoyed my birthday staycation last year so much, and I still have the memories. And it was such a good time. And I really want to take 2 trips this year. So spending money on traveling is a yes in 2025. Number 7, spending money on any spiritual things that I want, whether that's books or devotionals or Bible studies or events. Like if there's a Bible conference or a gospel concert that I find out about and I save for and I want to go, I'm going. Okay. That's it. Okay. And number 8, solo date and spending time with me. So I know I have self-care on there, but I also want to make it sound self-care for me. A lot of that will be like inside my house, or no, maybe the facials won't. But I want to also focus on taking myself out on solo dates, even if it's just once a quarter, going somewhere and actually getting dressed up nicely. It doesn't have to be heels and dress or anything because that's just not me. But like feeling cute, looking cute, putting a little face on, and picking a nice restaurant I haven't tried before, and enjoying my own company and spending more time with me. It doesn't even have to be a restaurant. It could be packing myself a salad and snacks and going to the park and having a picnic or sitting at a picnic table. I don't know, outside on a bistro, a coffee date. It doesn't matter. I just want to spend money on things like that. Number 9, plants. Faux or real. Now, I'm a real plant mom. I love my real plants. However, there are certain places that I don't like to have real plants in my house. My bedroom is one of them because I'm afraid of little flies and bugs, and I don't want to wake up one morning with no bugs in my face. But like, I love real plants all over my house, and in like the living room, I'd like one for the dining room, and I want a faux plant for my bedroom because I do like the look of greenery, but I don't want a real one up there. So I want to spend money on that as well. 10. This is going to sound weird, y'all. However, the basic essentials. When I told you, when I started budgeting a while ago, I went completely left. I wouldn't spend money on like anything for myself, which now 5 years later means that we've got holy underwear, holy socks, unelasticized bra, sports bras with holes in them, shoes with holes in them, clothes with holes in them. This is ridiculous, okay? I'm way too old to be walking around with anything with holes in them. And if my mother knew, she'd probably cuss me out. Because she'd be like, what kind of ragamuffin foolishness you have going on? You're leaving y'all. Suppose you drop dead on the street and somebody have come pick you up. Basically, somebody got to come get you and get you to the hospital, and they strip you down and they see that you got holes in your underwear. She does not want to be represented in that way. Okay? So I need to do better. I am a whole grown woman. I know better, so I need to do better. I need to be able to just have money to buy clothes, shoes. I am not one, a bag. I am not one to like excessively shop anymore. That's not my thing. But having quality pieces, that's my thing. That's where I want to get to. I might have to spend a little bit more on a bra, but that bra is going to last all quarter versus buying something somewhere else, which I won't name any stores, and within 3 weeks my boobs are on sag. Like, no, we aren't doing that out here in these streets. Okay, so number 11, electronic accessories. So if you don't know by now, if you've been here a while, I love my electronics. The year before I bought this iPad, last year I bought the iPad, the year before that I bought myself a laptop. This year I kind of want a camera, either that DJI that everybody's talking about or a Sony ZV-E10. Yeah, because I would love to provide some amazing quality for you guys. I try my best to do what I can with what I have, because that is what God gave me right now. But even still, like, even it's just little accessories for my iPad. Like, I still want an iPad stand. I want a cute little pencil thingy so it doesn't slip out my hand like it likes to do all the time, especially since I want to start drawing and coloring. It's just like little things like that. I don't want to feel bad when I buy those things for myself. And I've got to realize that you shouldn't feel bad, Tara, because you literally use the things that you have. Literally use the things that I have all the time. So it's not, and I am so excited to be decluttering, because the way that I feel about some of the stuff that I have, I'm so in love with it that getting rid of all the things that I don't really use is getting so much easier. I'm just like, throw it out. I don't need to be surrounded by anything that I'm not in love with anymore. Moving on. Number 12, capsule wardrobe pieces. Talking on clothing. If you notice, I'm not going to be one of those people that be like, oh, I really love my neutrals. But I do, but I also really love my earth tones. So if I'm into color, you're probably going to see me like in sage greens or army greens or rust. I actually really like emerald tones as well, like emerald green. And that beautiful like blue, jade blue. I love those colors. I don't wear them as often. And I love red as a pop of anything. So I do love that. And I really can't wait to declutter my closet to get it down to something that I love. But I love like my creams and my blacks and my browns. They just make good and whites, good staple pieces for any wardrobe. But I need to work on having a capsule wardrobe to where I have all the basics. Like, y'all, I don't have a jean jacket. I feel like to everybody's like, that's a basic. basic is, I guess, subjective, because I don't ever see myself pulling to buy a jean jacket. But I love my faux leather jacket. I see myself in that all the time. However, that's starting to get weird at the neckline. And I'm like, girl, you need to buy another one. And I'm stressing about it. So I just want to prioritize some of those things. And number 13, we're almost there. 13 is a high quality bag. You guys, if you've been here a while, y'all know that I buy most of my bags at the thrift store. Like, I'm a thrifter and I have no problem buying my bags at the thrift store. And I try to find like leather bags or good quality bags, because but I run my bags to death. When I mean, she said she's using it, she's using it. Literally, the bag I have now, it's not even over there, is an Amazon bag. But I should have been changed it because it's too small for the winter. I was using it in summer. And instead of me like having a bag per season, I will run the one bag I have to the ground. What I would really like, y'all, is again, quality over quantity. If I could get 3 to 4 really nice quality leather bags, and in my mind, I would like a very nice black crossbody. I would like a very nice black tote as well as a brown tote, and then one like wild card, something that's like, she's cute. That's a little different. Not everybody has that. Wow, but I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that, and it's sad to me. Like, come on. Number 14 is take better care of my car. Okay, I am paying, and not in the sense of like mechanic wise, because that baby goes when she needs an oil change. When she needs an oil change, she's there. If something's wrong with the tire, I'm running to go look and get it taken care of, stressing myself out. But more of like just general care that I can do. Why don't you run your car through the car wash, sis? Why don't you? I have a car vacuum. I barely use it. And like, can my car smell amazing? What does it kill you to buy a couple air fresheners, stock them up, and then like just use them, or a car spray and use it? I want, when you walk into my car, it is an experience as you sit down. Like, girl, you take such care of your car. Look how nice your trunk is, clean and organized. Your back seat is clear. All we got back here is our cute little grocery bags that we're taking. This is the vibe that I'm on in 2025. But babe, the car is white, and why does it look cream? The winter, we give it a pass. But come spring, summer, we got to do better. And especially now that Atlanta has the nerve to have snow, you better get that car washed when the sun come back out. Because, no. Anyway, right, car care. And last but not least is 15, which is spending money on hosting with my family and friends. I really have been in this house for years now. No, year 3? I don't remember. Okay, I think this is year 3 or 4 as of like January 14th. And I think it's 4. I don't think I've had anybody. That's not true. Like, I've had people, I've had guests and stuff, but I've not like hosted a gathering or anything. And we usually have like cousin nights and things like that. And I just want to like surprise people and be like, oh, cousin night at my house this time. And I'm extra. So I've already thought of things like, I think my top thought is brunch and bingo, and like ordering Panera bread brunch, because who's fitting to cook and do no lots of work, but making a signature cocktail and a signature mocktail for those who don't want to drink, and then like having bingo board games, since I'm all into bingo right now. And, and maybe even giving away cute little bingo cards that I've created for them to do tasks and get themselves personal bingo in my mind. But I have to save for all of that. Like, I want it to be an experience with like a scheduled game, hosting a game night, just, a girls' night, like if I had money saved already, we could host the Galentine's with just some of my girlfriends, the coworkers from work, just things like that. And I understand, like, I know this needs to cost a lot of money. So I am on a budget, and let's be realistic. So you're like, Tara, how are you going to do all that on a budget? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, but the Lord said to write the vision and make it plain. And I'm making it very plain because I'm sharing it with all of you. This is what I want to do with my money. And I think the bottom line is you make choices. You make choices on what you want to do with your money. So since I'm very clear on what I actually want to do with my money, then I'm going to make the choice that maybe instead of eating out and spending the $80 in the month of eating out, we put that money aside towards a hosting. Or instead of spending money on eating out, I put $20 or $30 of that aside to cleaning my car out and getting a few essentials for it and a cute little spray and whatnot. There are choices to be made. And I do have fun money, and I have to remember that. So maybe one month I start saving fun money to do my solo date. I just have to remember the things that I have said. So I hope that sharing it with you will remind me. And also, y'all are good to hold me accountable for a lot. So if you ever see me slipping or not taking care of myself or not staying true to the things that I have said, I implore you to go ahead and kindly correct me in the most gentlest fashion possible. But those are the 15 things that I am spending money on 2025 this year. Please let me know some of the things you are spending money on in 2025. I'm interested because I don't want to hear what we're not spending money on. Okay, I see too many of that already. That's great. That's wonderful. But because on the other flip side of that, you have to decide what you're not spending money on in order to be able to put your money somewhere you do want to spend your money on. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, y'all, it's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but forever. Love you. Mean it. Bye.